Good morning, boys and girls. Hey, listen, this is your friend Johnny One here in the Fun Life community. Guys, I am super pumped. I am super excited to be on here with you guys today. Let me just make sure that we got kicked off on here. As you guys know, we're coming on here a little bit earlier than we used to, just kind of playing around with the algorithm to make sure that we are able to jump on here and do this for you guys. So again, lately we've been doing this Dr. Joe Dispenza talk, and we're unpacking that because this week, today on Faith Your Fears Friday, have you guys been liking these last few weeks, these last few days? Again, it's amazing. The whole miracle, the whole law of attraction, the whole law of reciprocity, right? Everything happens for a reason. And you being on here is no mistake. I just literally got off of a phone call with a young lady in Florida, and I'm going to tell you that really just simply set the stage for what I'm going to be sharing with you guys here today. So you better get your pen and paper ready because this is about to go next level, right? On Faith Your Fears Friday, we're going to be talking about crushing your fears and how to break free and succeed. And so for you guys joining me live, I appreciate you, love you. You know, guys, we've been repurposing these. So my comments are turned off, but I am keeping an eye on the camera here. So just hang out with us. But today on Faith Your Fears Friday, when we're going to be asking you guys, what's holding you back? What's stopping you? Is it fear, doubt, worry, anxiety? Maybe that voice in your head saying, you can't do that, Johnny One. Am I the only one? No, guys. Today, I'm showing you how to silence those limiting beliefs and step into the success that you were born for. You guys know that we did this with Mr. Ziegler in his Born to Win book, right? He said that you were born to win. Now, to be the winner you were born to be, you first have to plan to win, prepare to win, and then and only then can you honestly and earnestly expect to win, guys. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that if you will do this, all of a sudden, you guys are going to be able to do whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because, hey, all you cool kids, right here on Faith Your Fear Friday, we are kicking fear to the curb. We're kicking fear where it hurts, and we're going to be breaking free from those limiting beliefs. So if you're tired of playing small, if you're tired of being pushed around in the playground of life, and you're ready to live boldly, right? Come boldly before the throne of grace that you may obtain mercy and find grace. I usually get those confused. That might not be it. But seriously, guys, this is the episode for you. Matter of fact, let me turn this other light on here. This is the episode for you guys. So hang tight, get your pen and paper ready, guys, because we're fixing to drop some writer downers, and I want you to be able to be more, do more, so that you can create more, so that you can have more, right? You cannot give. It's impossible for you to give that which you do not have, that which you do not possess. And so what we're talking about today is if you've ever felt stuck in the same pattern, and no matter how hard you try, that's not who you are. That's not you. That's your limiting belief that's running the show. And so in the comments section, would you be vulnerable enough to put down what your limiting belief is so that we all can see that you're not alone? We all have those doubts. We all have those anxieties, those worries, right? But you don't have to let them control the narrative. You cannot let them control the narrative. And so guess what? You can change them. I love what Jim Rohn said. You're not a tree, right? You're not, you can get up and you move. Dr. Seuss, you've got brains in your head, feet in your shoes. You can choose wherever you want to go. Something like that. So my question, right? The Dr. Joe Dispenza question. What's one fear or belief that's been holding you back? That you can feel how it's limiting your potential? Because that word potential, guys, that is that kinetic energy that you have stored inside of you that's just waiting to get activated. And that's why here on Faith Your Fears Friday, we simply tell you guys that we want to activate, and for some of you cool kids, reactivate the childlike faith that is inside of you to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground that we call life, guys. And if you think this playground is awesome, baby, you ain't seen nothing, because when we get to that playground in the sky and we hear, hey, well done, well done. Not well thought, not well planned, not well rehearsed, not great theory. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. So the magic, this is what we were talking about with the young lady this morning, Mirna, she's watching. It's the magic is in the doing. So what do you need to start doing today? What do you need to start that, it's the start that stops most people. If you guys follow Zig Ziglar, he said it was the start that stops most people. But right, because the Bible says this, God, in 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy 1:7, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of what? Hey, in the comment section, what did God put? He gave you the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind, a disciplined mind. Stay disciplined, right? Finish the race. The race doesn't go to the swiftest. Thank God. Are you willing to finish the race? Are you willing to push? Push, pray until something happens. Persist until something happens. Proclaim it until something happens. So what are your fears are not your reality. I get it. False evidence appearing real. It's not your reality. It's your perception. You just have to change the narrative. And so they're just thoughts that you've been practicing and you've been repeating them over and over again. It's time to replace those doubts and those worries and those fears with empowering beliefs, right? Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about neuroplasticity. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. That it shows us that the brain can rewire itself when we change our thoughts and our actions. Change your thoughts, change your actions. Change your actions, change your results. Change your results goes back. Guys, it's just, right? Fear, that has two meanings, right? Ziegler said this, that forget everything and run or face everything and rise, right? Man, guys, are y'all hearing me? Are y'all feeling what I'm feeling? I'm just telling you guys, you're that close. You're that close to living a completely different life, the life that you've always wanted to live, the life that you know deep down inside that you were destined for. And so I want you to just take a moment, just a brief moment, and reflect. What's one belief that we've all carried, I'm guilty too, that isn't serving us anymore? What is that for you guys? What's one belief that you've been carrying that doesn't serve you anymore? Stop it. I'm going to put that link again in the comment section of the greatest counseling session ever caught on video. Whatever that limiting belief is, stop it. And I want you to write it down and apply it in the comment section, because then I'm going to ask you, how much more could you accomplish if you let go of that fear and trusted in your God-given potential? God-given potential, guys. What is that for you? And so here's the application. Here's how you're going to be able to overcome those limiting beliefs, because it's a process. And just like cooking your favorite recipe, that once you know that you put a little bit of this, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of flour, a little bit of whatever, and you put it in the oven at a certain temperature and you take it out at a certain time frame, ta-da! So the process takes the pressure off of the person. And so once you understand what that process and what that system is, game over, because now all you got to do is rinse and repeat. That's it, nothing else. So identify, this is the process, right? Identify that one limiting belief and challenge it with the truth. You want an example? Check this out. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Start putting that down instead of saying, I'm not enough. I get it. We all feel inadequate. And Tom Ziegler, my coach, says this, that your calling in this life is not meant to fit who you are today, but rather who you were created to become, because you have to become the person that God created you to be able to step into that role, guys. And so what is that for you? And so replace fear-based thoughts with faith-based affirmations. And so in the comments section, if you anyone who comments on here, hey, you guys are showing up on here. Love it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yes, absolutely, guys. What's happening is that we have that Ziegler self-talk card. I'm going to shoot it to you so that you can, if you don't have a mantra, if you don't have something that you say every morning, it's about a 3-minute exercise, but you start to replace those fearful thoughts with faith-based affirmations. And so then the third step is this: you simply take one small bold action today and step outside of your comfort zone. Because once you do that, here's the thing, again, a little fun fact that Pedro loves, Pedro, he's my buddy here, my VA assistant. He says that the brain rewires itself in just 21 days of applying the practice and the new thoughts into our behaviors. 21 days. I get it. Some people say 18, others say 60, whatever that is. But try it. I say 30 days. Give yourself 30 days to completely change. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not. It's going to take a little bit. It's taking you this long, however young you are, to get you to where you are now. So now we're going to have to start to change some things. We're going to have to start to replace some things. I just need some music now, baby. Okay, let's wrap this thing up, okay? So seriously, guys, your fears do not define you. If anything else, your past does not define you. I will tell you this, it will refine you. It's part of making you who you are today. So every single time that you choose to trust, to choose trust over fear, you're creating a new reality. You're rewiring your brain. And so remember, Philippians 4:13. I remember I told you guys this on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? You have to add this memory verse to your arsenal. Put it where you brush your teeth. Put it where you take a shower, where you drive, wherever. Philippians 4:13. We can do all things through Christ, who strengthens us, guys. He's going to continually strengthen us. So my question, how would your life change if you replaced fear with faith? Starting today, how would your life change? And then here's the thing, guys. If you're ready to stop letting that fear run your life, and you're ready to overcome fear and live boldly and have a fun life, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, make no bones about it. Coaching can help. Having somebody in your corner that you can call and ask and talk and have a conversation with can help you take that next step, not only with confidence, but with the courage. DM the word or put it in the comment section, fearless. And I'm going to make sure to give you a call or set up a one-on-one strategy session to show you how to live courageously, how to live fearless, literally be able to have the kind of childlike faith to be able to storm the gates of hell with a half-loaded water pistol and know that you're going to come out victorious, guys. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And so if this message spoke to you, if this message resonated with you, hey, share it with somebody that needs a little bit of hope, a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of alive again. One of my favorite songs comes from the movie Showman, where it talks about come alive. Come alive, guys. I don't want you. That's the last thing I want, is for you to go to your deathbed with your dreams and your goals and your gifts and your talents still in you, guys. I want you to bless the world with your gifts and your talents, because you, Mr. Ziegler, we talked about it yesterday, you're the only one with your gifts and your talents. And so God trusting you to be able to give them life, to be able to share them with his other children, right? Rabbi Daniel Lampin said that God is never happier with his children than when they're helping solve the problems of his other children. And so, guys, thankfully for you and me, some of his other children, well, they got some messed up problems. And money changes hands when problems are solved. I stole that from Coach Michael Burt. I'm telling you, this guy is on fire. I'm finishing up reading his book, Flip the Switch, and he has flipped a new switch for me. I thought my switch was on, but he has flipped a new switch. Because I was telling Myrna, we were talking about it this morning, right? We all have a shout. We all have a voice. We all have a victory voice in us. And so sometimes the enemy will come and try to kick the shout out of us. And so you can't allow that to happen. You've got to get your shout. You've got to get your voice, find your voice. And then we got to help others find their voice, guys. And so, hey, listen, seriously, in the comment section, type the word fearless And we're going to sit down and have a one-on-one coaching strategy session that's going to help you to activate that childlike faith to be able to live your life the way you were destined and supposed to be. So, hey, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much. Let's go. Yes, right here. I love this right here, right? Boom. The magic is in believing. Yes, Mirna. Hey, Kelly, my new friend over in Tennessee. No, she's over in Georgia. Where you at, Kelly? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, check this out. Mirna says, change this belief. I'm a shy person. I don't want to speak or fail in front of people. Hey, listen, find a local Toastmasters club. Thank you for being vulnerable. Guys, listen, we're not the only ones. We're not. We are not. There's people out there that have the exact same limiting beliefs, and we can replace those limiting beliefs with other ones. Adri, thank you so much for showing up on here. Yes, you, Adri, can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He's going to give you the strength, right? Fred Smith said that God doesn't give us the strength to overcome. He gives us the strength while we overcome, right? He's going to show up in the furnace, just like he did for the 3 Hebrew boys. He's going to show up in the middle of your trial. I get it. I understand. Maybe not always maybe not always early, maybe not always late. But one thing I can tell you is that God is an on-time God. All right, guys, 8:00. We're out of here, guys. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal Faith Your Fears Friday. Adios, amigos.